Howdy, hi. It is Dear Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Sunday, June 1st, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, previous day's results. Get out the broomsticks because we be sweeping 4-0 on the day, bringing our season record to 45-42. We dug ourselves out of a hole. I think at one point we were like 11 games under 500. But now that we're like 6-7 games into the season for every team, we're able to actually look at stats, figure out who's doing well, who is playing horribly, and bet the games accordingly. So, nice 4-0 day. I'm going to recap these and we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. So, both of our player props hit. I dropped them in the Discord. Obviously, they were posted on last night's video just with no actual numbers. We had Ariel Atkins, her PRA over 20.5. This was the freest money you could get. She had 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. She shot 8 of 14 from the field, 4 of 8 from three-point land. And then not to mention, add on top of all that, she had 4 steals. Ariel Atkins, probably the main reason why they won this game. Then we had Dejanay Carrington on the other side of the ball. We had her points and rebounds over 16.5. This one hit. Wasn't as easy, but it did hit. She had 16 points and 3 rebounds. That is totaling 19 PR. She probably could have gone more on the point side of things. 5 of 15 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep. She also had 3 steals and a block. So shout out to Dejanay Carrington and Ariel Atkins for hitting the player props. Then for the game, we had the Sky plus 1.5 and the over 173.5. Both of these cashed. The Sky win back-to-back basketball games. The Wings are horrible. Arike Gumbawale, she follows up a 37-point performance, shooting 5 of 16, 1 of 5 from deep, with 3 turnovers. I mean, this is just the definition of Arike Gumbawale. You play great one night, horrible the next night. This team is really screwed without Paige Beckers. She's going to be out for the next game as well. They just don't have anyone who can actually, I don't want to say like run an offense, but basically run an offense. Because then you got to move Arike to the 1. Arike can't play point because she doesn't pass the ball. It's not what she does. So what they tried to do was get Dejanay Carrington more involved, which she did. But at the end of the day, Carrington is a defensive player. It's like, yes, I took her points and rebounds today, but that's just because she was shooting the ball 15 times. What Dejanay Carrington wants to do is play defense, and then every once in a while, she'll take a wide open jump shot from the corner. That is her game. We'll talk about here for the Sky. Angel Reese, 14 points, 9 rebounds on 4 of 13 shooting. That's just going to be what she does every single game. Courtney Vandersloot, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. 5 of 13 from the field. Courtney Vandersloot looking really good. Ariel Atkins getting way more involved in the team. Again, she dropped 26 tonight. This is exactly what the Sky team needed. Let me see who their next game is against. Is it winnable? Oh, Lord. It's at home against the Fever without Caitlin Clark. They're going to win that game. That is going to be disgusting. I'm going to back the Sky 3 games in a row. This is going to be putrid. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game we are looking at, it is the Connecticut Sun heading to New York. Not that far of a journey, but it's going to be one heck of a battle as they are catching 17.5 points. I'm taking the home team, laying a big number. Give me the Liberty minus the 17.5 and the over 162.5. The Liberty, they have back Jonquel Jones in the lineup. Sabally listed as questionable for this game. Looks like she might actually come in off the bench. That is only going to help more to an already stacked team. The Sun, they just beat the Fever on the road for their first win of the season. I think that should satisfy their winning craving for the next few weeks. They don't stand a chance of winning this game. The Liberty are going to mess them up. The Sun don't score. They don't play defense. They can't shoot the ball from deep. I don't know what they're going to do. They've played 2 bad defenses in their last 2 games. They've put up 85 and 87. I don't think they're going to do that here. I could see them getting to maybe like 74, 75 at most. The Liberty should be pushing almost 100 points here. Liberty 6-0 coming off of a 22-point road win against Washington. They had a semi-scare at home 2 games ago against the Valkyries, but that was without Jonquel Jones. Now she's back in the lineup. The Sun, they have no one who can stop anyone on this Liberty team. Tina Charles down low, great offensively. She's not doing anything on defense given she's like 35 years old. Marina Mabry, you have no idea what you're going to get with her. And no one plays defense. So after this game, Liberty have 4-day off. They should be playing their starters basically all the way up until the 4th, when at that point they're going to be winning by 30, and they can sit. Then you have Sabley come off the bench, and we're chilling. So give me the Liberty minus the big number and the over 162.5. Next game we're looking at is the Aces and the Storm. A little deja vu action as these two teams just saw each other less than a week ago. I'm going to take the Aces minus 1.5. Also taking the over 163.5. Basically every single time the Aces play basketball, I will be backing them. I think they're the best roster in the league. Eventually, and it might have already happened against the game of the Sparks, they are going to figure it out. So hopefully they keep it rocking here. So the Aces coming off of that 96-81 win at home against the Sparks. I think this is where they win 10 in a row. They shot it 46% from the field, 87% from the free throw line in the previous game. Asia Wilson was beyond dominant in that game. Their defense looked a lot better. It would appear as though Becky Hammond figured something out. She was calling her team out publicly for really not playing hard and not playing well, to be honest. They were playing like a heaping pile of ass. But they look good in their most recent game. The Storm, they are coming off of back-to-back losses against the Minnesota Lynx and the Atlanta Dream, who are looking like two of the best teams in the league. They gave up 94 and 82 points in those games. When the Storm have played good teams this year, they haven't really looked good. They folded late in both games. Asia Wilson and company should be able to put in work. I will be taking Asia Wilson points, rebounds, and assists over. I think she dominates back in Seattle. Next game. Interesting line here. One big injury news of this game. It is the Phoenix Mercury at the LA Sparks. I'm going to take the Mercury on the road plus 3.5 and the under of 160.5. Both of these teams are coming off of road losses. The Sparks, they can't play defense. The Mercury, they can't really score the ball. Don't know which one of those is going to hold true in this game. Maybe it'll be a bit combination of both. I think we're going to see a tight, low-scoring game. The Mercury, 4-2 on the year, coming off of a home loss to the Lynx, 74-71. Now that was without Alyssa Thomas. She is questionable for this game. Not sure if she's going to play. The Mercury average 79 points a game, shoot at 41% from the field. Their defense, second ranked in the WNBA. Now, granted, that is obviously with AT on the court. Without AT playing, their defense does fall, but they're still a pretty strong defensive unit. Sabley on the floor is always going to have a tight game with AT there as well. I like him here. I don't think the Sparks are any good. The Sparks, very bad. 2-5 on the year. Their only wins were on the road against the Valkyries and at home against the Sky. They average 81 points a game, play at the third slowest pace in the WNBA. They only shoot it 43% from the field. Their big problem, they don't play defense. Ranked 10th overall in defense. Rakia Jackson is listed as questionable. She didn't play the previous game due to personal reasons. You still don't have Cameron Brink in this lineup. You don't have anyone who can play defense, and their entire offense is run through Kelsey Plum and De'Erica Hamby. So I like the Mercury. I like the under. I am very much hoping Alyssa Thomas plays. Final game on the slate here, then we'll get into the player props. It is the Lynx heading to Golden State, take on the Valkyries. I'm going to take the Valkyries here as a home puppy, plus 10.5, and the under 162.5. Kind of a weird scheduling spot for the Valkyries. They traveled all the way to the East Coast just to travel right back home and play the Lynx. You would think they'd at least play a few games and all stay on the East Coast after they played 2 at the Liberty, but that answer is no. Normally, I would lay the 10.5 with the Lynx, but Nafisa Collier listed as questionable for this game. I do not trust this team without her. The Lynx are 6-0 in the year, but they have not covered the spread in their last 4 games straight up. Coming off of a 3-point road win against the Mercury, they've not been scoring the ball well. In their 3 most recent games, they've scored 74, 82, and 76. They play at the slowest pace in the WNBA, and they have the 4th overall rated defense. The Valkyries, they just lost back-to-back games against the Liberty, to be expected. But the second game, they played well, losing by just 5 points. They also struggle putting the ball in the hoop, 36% from the field, 27% from deep. They just literally can't shoot. So I will take the Valkyries plus 10.5. I don't trust the Lynx to cover the number with or without Collier. And I'll also take the under 162.5. The Lynx have a good defense, and the Valkyries can't score. So give me the under. All right, final thing in the video, we are going to go over 2 player props. Now, much like the most recent video, I do not have numbers on these because the Vegas is playing games and they're not putting them out the night before. They just put them out the morning of. So if you want the numbers, check the Discord. But whatever they are, I will be taking them. Asia Wilson, I'm going the over points, rebounds, and assists. Once again, the Aces are headed right back up to Seattle. They were there literally less than a week ago. I think Asia really figured it out against the Sparks. She went for 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. I do not think this Storm team is going to be able to stop her. She's going to have to do everything offensively until Jewel Lloyd and Chelsea Gray figure out how to play. So the offense is going to flow through her. Whatever the points, rebounds, and assists is, it's not going to be set high enough. I would take it all the way to like 45. She is going to dominate. Then next, we have Satu Sabali. I'm going to take her over points, rebounds, and assists. Alyssa Thomas is questionable for this game. If she does not play, it is going to be Satu Sabali versus the entire Sparks team. They don't play defense. Sabali is very good. She's strong. She imposes her will on the other team. No one's going to be able to stop her. Her last 2 points, rebounds, and assist game totals have been 41 and 31. If I had to guess, they probably set it like 25.5, 26.5, and I will be hammering that. Okay, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.